control of Malindo Air. Sebenarnya beberapa bulan yang lalu kita dapati bahawa Perdana Menteri semasa melancarkan Malaysian Indian Blueprint mengatakan bahawa the Indian community will be given support by the government. The Indian community will be supported by the government in order to acquire a largest share of equity in the country. Tapi tiba-tibanya kita dapati bahawa pengguna UMNO mencabar Perdana Menteri yang mengatakan, Perdana Menteri mengatakan we want more money for Indians, we want more equity for Indians. But now you have UMNO Youth who's actually questioning him. How come Malindo has got a 46% share in Malindo? And we identify the chairman as Chandran Ramamurthy and his wife. Now the point is simply this: why is Chandran Ramamurthy? Is he a Singaporean? Is he a Japanese? Is he an Indonesian? Or is he a European? He's a Malaysian. He's a Malaysian who has a right to acquire stocks and shares or equity in any company. That should be the way, can. But why is UMNO Youth questioning that? And this makes no sense. And recently, if you and the problem is the Prime Minister is not asking them to shut up. The Prime Minister is not telling them that these are Malaysians and they have a right to acquire stocks, equity and shares in this country as part of national growth and development. Why is the Prime Minister keeping quiet? In one meeting, the Prime Minister says Indian equity is important. Indians have been left behind. But when there's somebody who's doing it, acquiring it, you say that's wrong. I just would like to raise an issue here. I think 2 days ago, Malaysian Inside had a story about 20,000 Malaysians leaving the country to go to Australia. Now, if this kind of racial rent doesn't stop, if this kind of racial antagonism or racism doesn't stop, then more and more young Malaysians will start leaving the country. Now, this is just not about Chinese and Indians leaving. Malays are also leaving the country. Now, this is a sad state of affairs, though. Sad state of affairs. And what is worse, when a Malaysian acquires equity in Malindo Air, a lot of questions. But now, the GLC from China is acquiring land, is acquiring business, acquiring energy, and owns 51% of energy, Malaysia's energy. A huge energy source. Nobody questions that. Why is UMNO Youth not questioning them? Why is UMNO Youth not rallying and saying we are against Chinese investments? But when it comes to a Malaysian Indian, they make issue. So this kind of unlevel playing field has to stop. It really has to stop, and UMNO has to accept the fact that UMNO Youth has to accept the fact that Indians are part of this country. Indians are born in this country. They are citizens of this country, and they have a right. So I think this unfair attack on Malindo Air, especially on the chairman CEO, has to stop. And I think the Prime Minister has a moral responsibility to talk to UMNO Youth or have a teaching with UMNO Youth for respecting other people's interests and equity in the country. Any questions? So this one is very mild. Tomorrow one is a very hot one. Tomorrow's one, you please wait for it. It's really hot. It's not here yet. It's still work in progress. This is advanced notice.